So, weird weekend. Went thrifting with my friend and mom. Looking for images of fathers loving their children. We want these to put up at the day of mourning, 2014. Remembering people with disabilities killed by their parents or caregivers. Stopped at a little thrift depot. It's an adventure wherever we go. No need to leave town. Turns out the thrift store is 4 stories tall. No elevator. Pretty religious place. Christian music. Jesus posters. Most of the store is upstairs from the main floor. Mom and Ariel help me transfer to the stairs and I hold the rails and climb them. Mom spots me from behind. Ariel carries my foam seat and footrests upstairs. Mom gets me to a bench and goes back down after the wheelchair. She drags it up the stairs. Opens the chair, reattach the seat and footrest. Help me transfer into it. There's a doorway into the first room that you have to go through to get to the other rooms. We head through the doorway and it's blocked by a wooden TV stand with 2 big old-fashioned TV sets. Mother says, ADA Furniture Moving Committee to the rescue. She unplugs more TVs from the strip than is probably necessary. Then, Mother grabs the 60-pound TV and starts across the room for a clear countertop only to be jerked backwards by the cable it is still hooked to. Ariel and her work furiously to unleash it from the cable. Finally having some luck, Mom moves the first TV and goes to turn the TV stand around, only to find it has no wheels. It takes a 2-woman ADA Furniture Moving Committee to wrestle the beast out of the way. The wood splintering and separating the whole time. We cheer for joy when we get the chair, and me, through, and look up to see the owner/manager standing in the same room messing around with some paperwork. We start shopping. We find a stuffed toy father, so we go to toys to look for a stuffed toy child. Mom scores 1. She starts to leave to go look for candles. I am suddenly confronted by a wild gray-haired man in a black leather vest, standing about 6'2". He starts by saying, I've been watching you since you came in. Apparently waiting to corner me somewhere. The guy says, have you always been in a wheelchair? He seems nice enough. Maybe he is a family member? I say, yes. How'd you like to be out of that chair? From behind me, I hear my mom shout, oh God. It's a healer, Brianna. Because I have disabilities you can see. I have to deal with this crap all the time. He asks again, do you want to walk? Do you want to get out of that chair? I say, no. He ignores me. Mother's shout must have alerted Ariel, because she's behind me now too. Mom walks up to the guy and says, "Didn't you hear her?" She said no. She is just fine with who she is. He ignores Mom and begins telling me he's selling an elixir of God. I think Mom laughed out loud. She then says, "Look, mister, would you like to know why we're here today? To get things we need for a vigil for people with disabilities who were murdered by their parents." You know why they were murdered by their parents? Because they had attitudes like yours, that their children should be healed. So when those parents could not accept their children the way they came packaged, they murdered them. Take your bigotry somewhere else. He ignores being called a bigot. He goes on again and says the God juice is the real deal because it's traded on the New York Stock Exchange. He's queuing up a 9-minute video on his smartphone to have me watch it. Now, I tend to miss some things in fast-moving conversations, and so I think the video is going to cure me. Oh crap, I'll lose my Medicaid coverage. Mother suggests again that the man is a bigot. He takes his 2 fingers in a V shape, points at his own eyes and shouts angrily, "Look into my eyes. Do you see God in my eyes?" That's it for Mom. I can't turn around. It's too cluttered. She grabs the back of my chair and says, "Leave us alone." Ariel joins us as we run for the other end of the store. Once hiding amongst the toddler clothing, we are confronted by the owner/manager who says, "I don't know how I missed it that you couldn't get through earlier, so when you want to leave, let me know, 'cause I put it all back." WTF? Let's hope there's no fire. We finally lose the healer guy, pick up some candles and start looking for the manager. We've decided he's helping more than he could imagine. He moves the TVs and Mom informs him he's carrying the chair downstairs. She helps me transfer to the rails, spots me from behind, as Ariel spots me from in front. They hold my arms to walk me to a chair. In the meantime, the manager is attempting to carry the whole chair down the stairs. Mom shouts over her shoulder to wait because the chair folds up. He ignores the caution to wait and attempts to fold the chair with the foam seat on it and starts losing his mind. He finally manages. Ariel and Mom have to block some ladies into a corner to set up the chair and transfer me into it. Mom stands up and says, "And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how the ADA defines a spectacle." We carry our meager purchases to the counter where the cashier is having a Jesus chat with some other patrons. Behind her is a giant WWJD poster. Mom leans into the conversation and says, "I know what Jesus would do." They Jesus would put in an elevator.
Yeah.